Social media gave everyone a voice. Wouldn't it be better if some people had laryngitis? It's the wisdom of Twitter. The most amazing tweets of the week. Twitter handles have been changed to protect the stupid. On Rock 107.
At Jealous of Gamers tweets, Fortnite World Cup paid out $3 million. How much they pay for being good at computer solitaire? Twitter handle ScienceFan570 asks, if I overcook my food, do I lose more calories? Since, I already burnt the calories.
The wisdom of Twitter.
At Flunked Sociology says, why don't homeless people just buy houses? Hashtag problem solved. And Twitter user I Need a Dictionary 93 writes, RIP to all the 9/11 survivors.
The wisdom of Twitter.
At Not a Botanist tweets, I never knew there were green bananas. Wonder if they taste minty. And at Double Jeopardy 570 asks, can your baby get pregnant if you have sex while you're pregnant?
The wisdom of Twitter.
Midterm election day, midterm election day, that's all we have to say. Midterm election day. I can't wait to get out and exercise my democratic right to vote. Ah!
We didn't invite him.
A third of us think today should be a national holiday. Good morning, I'm Rock 107's Prospector. I can't say I disagree. I think that would help voter turnout. Happy Election Day. Can you believe this? There are people who have yet to decide who they're going to vote for today. Well, luckily, there's somebody who can help.
You have reached the undecided voter hotline. If you still haven't decided whom you're going to vote for, press 1. No, wait, press 2. Hold it. 1. Definitely press 1. However, pushing 2 might be better. You know what? Drink a cup of coffee and think about it. No, make that tea. Coffee, tea, coffee, tea. Thanks for calling the undecided voter hotline.
Social interactions.
Sometimes you can be kind of a jerk.
Today, he asked the question, am I a jerk? On Rock 107.
It's an important question. Am I a jerk? My friend has jumped from serious relationship to serious relationship all his life. His last one went for like 6 years, but I knew they'd never get married. I knew they wouldn't make it. So after he broke up with her, I told him, I'm like, I knew you wouldn't make it. She was trouble, man. And he's all like, dude, you got to tell me next time. You got to warn me. I said, I'm not going to do that. That never works out well. And he's like, no, you have an obligation to warn good friends. You got to tell me. He said, if you ever get that feeling again, you have to tell me. And I'm like, you know what? All right, fine. Well, he got engaged. So I reminded him of our conversation from a couple years ago, and I said, well, I think marrying this woman's a bad idea. I warned him, just like he asked me to. Does it make me a jerk? Rock 107.
You are not a jerk.
Not a jerk. I did the right thing, right?
Oh, you honored your friend's wishes.
Right, even though he doesn't like it now, right?
You know what? Reality sometimes can be very harsh.
That's true. Sometimes reality's just a pain in the backside. Tim says, no, you're not a jerk. He asked you. If he's upset, he's the jerk. Michelle, you're not a jerk in my eyes. You're a good friend. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
Hey, Prospector. No, you are not a jerk. You're being a friend.
Rock 107, am I a jerk?
If he ends up marrying her and the marriage is a failure, he goes, why didn't you tell me?
All right, but am I a jerk?
Oh, no, you're not a jerk.
Rock 107.
Prospector, you're definitely not a jerk.
No issues on this one. I did the right thing, right?
No, and you're going to spin another am I a jerk off of this when he gets divorced and you come back and you say, I told you so.
See, I get 2 am I a jerks for the price of 1. That's never a bad thing. Vanessa says, no, not at all. You did as he asked. And speaking from experience, he's not going to listen, but you got to say it. David, you're not a jerk at all. You say what you mean what you say. Your pal said it. He should remember that. Am I a jerk? Rock 107.
Prospector.
Yes, sir.
I do not think you're a jerk on this one. I agree with you, and now he's a jerk, and he has to learn to live by, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, Frank from Toby High. There's a song. If a man loves a woman, he'll leave his best friend if he puts it down.
Oh, I know the song, but does that make me a jerk?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah! Norm also says that's what friends do, even when the other one doesn't want to hear it. You are not a jerk. In the question today of am I a jerk for telling my friend, I don't think this woman's good for you. Marrying her is a bad idea because he told me to do it years ago. The answer is no. I am not a jerk.
Breaking the news that's already broken. It's time for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107.
It's Election Day. Sadly, many Americans only know that today is Taco Tuesday. The world population is about to hit 8 billion people, and yet you can still wander around Home Depot for 6 hours before you find someone to help you. Gloria Estefan opened up about going to therapy. She finally reached the point where she could no longer deal with her decades-long paranoia that the rhythm was going to get her.
Prospector ruins everything, even the news. Tune in tomorrow for Prospector's Briefs on Rock 107. Be tough right now. There's plenty of bad news, but it's not all bad. It's time for the brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
Late last month, a jogger near Atlanta collapsed on a trail and didn't have a pulse. Other joggers found him and they did CPR until a cop got there and took over. A cop kept doing CPR for another 10 minutes till paramedics got there and took over. Seconds later, the guy woke up and asked what happened. It sounds like he's going to be okay.
Thanks. We needed that. The brighter side of Prospector on Rock 107.
It's time to have a little fun on the phones. Good morning. I'm Rock 107's Prospector. I got an email from a guy named Harry. He said, hey, Prospector, I want you to prank my next door neighbor, Stan. His Wi-Fi is unprotected. I was wondering if you could come up with something just to pick on him about that. I think it'd be funny. What do you think? I think I absolutely can, and I've come up with the idea that I need him to get off his Wi-Fi because I need to be using it. It's another Prospector prank call on Rock 107.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. I'm calling for Stan.
This is Stan.
Hey, Stan, this is Rick. You probably don't know me, but I live right next door to you. You live at Maple, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I live next door to you, the yellow house.
Okay.
I drive the red Toyota.
Okay.
I got a favor to ask you, and I'm sorry to bother you, but what time do you come home from work?
Oh, I come home maybe about 4:30 after I do a regular 9-hour job.
Right, okay, that's what I thought. What I'm guessing is you guys probably about 5 or 6 o'clock in the night, they start getting on your internet devices, start using your phones, DVRs, whatever it is.
Yeah, I come home, get on my computer. Why?
Okay, well, the problem is it's slowing down the Wi-Fi a lot, and it's making it hard for me. What I'm trying to do is become a professional, like move up in the ranks as a pro gamer. And you guys, when you come home, you're slowing the internet down to the point where I can't advance. It's lagging. It's really frustrating.
Gaming? You mean like video games?
Right, just like video games. I play video games.
I don't know what you doing video games has to do with us.
Well, here's the point. You're Malibu Dan on your Wi-Fi, right?
Yes, Malibu Dan, that's me.
Malibu Dan, that's the one that slows down. And that's what I figured. It was right about the time you guys get home, it starts slowing down. And because of that lag time, I can't level up. I can't move up. You know, sometimes I have to quit.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You're logging on to my Wi-Fi?
Well, yes and no.
Yes and no. Wait a minute now. To play your video game?
Well, yeah, I mean, it only makes sense because it's the one that's fast. The one in our house I use all the time. It's slow. I log in there. I can't get on.
Okay, so wait a minute. How old are you?
52.
Well, you should be out working.
I am working.
Working where?
I'm working. I'm trying to level up as a pro gamer. That's the whole reason I'm calling you, man. COVID's going on. This is my gig, okay? Do you know how much money you can make as a professional gamer? But you can't make any money.
How much money can you make?
You can make millions of dollars. But you can't make money if the Wi-Fi is slow. So if you could just do this, turn your phone off, turn the computer off till about 8 o'clock. If you could do that.
Wait. Are you out of your mind? Quit stealing my internet.
Stealing it? How am I stealing your internet?
Then if you're not stealing it, do you have the password?
There is no password. It's public. That's how I log on. You don't use a password.
If it's public.
Don't you know anything about the internet? Obviously you don't, or else you wouldn't be logging on when I'm trying to level up. Now, just do me a favor.
You little person that you should be
listen,
did a job.
Blah. You should learn how to talk, all right? Help me out.
Well, you need to learn how to go ahead and get your
Let me tell you something.
Get a job.
Well, listen, once I make enough money, I'll pay for your Wi-Fi. I'll buy you a new router that's even faster. But you got to get out of my way, man. Stay off the Wi-Fi till 8. That's all I'm asking. Then we're both going to come out of this
when you can't even get your own job? You know,
I do have a job. I do. I'm a professional gamer.
I'm going to come over there and use the bathroom.
Okay, blah. Bring it on.
I'm bringing it there, son. You don't
all right,
know
then
me.
I challenge you to a Prospector phone prank. See how you do with that.
I don't give a what game you want to play?
Okay, really? Do you know what a Prospector prank call is? Do you?
No, I don't, but I know you better shut the hell up.
Stan, don't be hot, man. Relax. It's Prospector, and this is a Prospector prank call on Rock 107. It's on the radio. I'm not a gamer. I don't live next door to you.
Get out of here, man. I was about ready to go next door and kick his ass.
Yeah, your next door neighbor, Harry, said he saw your Wi-Fi and that it was public and we could prank you over it. You should probably just go next door and yell at Harold.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to go next door and get at Harold.
All right, are we good? You're not coming after me?
Yeah, we're good. I got to go set a password on my Wi-Fi so Harold or anybody can't use it.
What's a yambag? A fool, an idiot, a blockhead, a dunce, or an ignoramus. You know, a dullard, simpleton, or a clot, nitwit, dipstick, pea-brain, mouth breather, or cretin.
It's now time to announce the winner of Prospector's Yambag of the Day, as decided by you at rock107.com.
Here are the nominees. Nominee number 1.
This cop's probably thrilled right now, but he did miss a golden opportunity for an epic small world after all joke. Last year, a federal agent with the post office named Jeff Andre signed a criminal complaint in New York. It was for a guy accused of identity theft who stole about $150,000 in COVID relief funds, 32-year-old Quashon Burton. Cops tried to arrest Quashon last November, but he skipped town before they could, and they've been searching for him ever since. Well, last month, Jeff was on vacation at Disney World and found Quashon. He was in their Animal Kingdom park when he noticed a guy who looked a lot like Quashon. Then he knew it was him when he saw the distinctive neck tattoo with the letter H written in cursive. Jeff called the cops, and Disney securely apparently tracked Quashon through the park. He eventually left, but police caught up with him while he was waiting at a bus stop with 2 family members. One of the cops had to wrestle him to the ground. He refused to admit who he was, even after they matched his fingerprints. He's now in jail awaiting trial.
Nominee number 2.
This is why you always hear about a getaway car. Singular, not getaway cars. 2 shoplifters stole a bunch of stuff from a Ross Dress for Less store in Springfield, Missouri on Saturday, and they both brought their own ride. They fled in 2 different cars, and as they were trying to get out of there as quickly as possible, they rushed a little too much and ended up crashing into each other at a nearby intersection. They both got out and took off on foot, but cops tracked them down nearby. They're facing misdemeanor theft charges.
And the winner is
the 2 thieves who crashed into each other while trying to get away from the crime scene in 2 separate getaway cars. Next time, keep it simple, stupid. Bring 1 car. You're the Yambags of the Day, and we'll move on to Friday's Yambag of the Week competition. Keep it here for all the nominees for Prospector's Yambag of the Day, weekday mornings on Rock 107. Listening to Prospector's Prime Cuts podcast. Be sure to catch us live weekdays from 5:30 to 10 a.m. on Rock 107 or online at rock107.com or the Rock 107 app, a free download for your Android or iPhone. Subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, or wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss Prospector's Prime Cuts.